Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. And, well, I'd say Psycho Cut Medicham definitely back in the meta. Definitely real nice. I mean, counter glory days. Medicham definitely was such a great Pokemon, but Psycho Cut energy generation allows for this kaboom! Goodbye, Greninja. Getting nuked by the dynamic punch. But I do misplay the rest of this battle. I get kaboomed by the Shadow Ball. Oh no, I'm in a terrible spot. That's bad. That's a not good thing. Now, it is still recommended to have Ice Punch, but Dynamic Punch, definitely handy, cheap coverage. But I wanted to try out Psychic, go for that big Psychic damage along with the fighting damage, as those are Medicham's typings. It is 7 Psycho Cuts for a Psychic. And it feels, it's good. It's good. Unfortunately, this battle I totally should have just sacrificed should have sacrificed Medicham to the Jellicent and let Togedemaru clean up Jellicent and then have the Gator into Cloud's Eye, but oh well. But this is why I want Psychic, because it kabooms huge damage, winning the Zero Shield scenario against Annihilate. Also, just the Dynamic Punch spam is so nice. Do we survive one more WhatsApp to get 2 Psycho Cuts? Now, I do think Medicham is a bit of a Great League Mewtwo. Now, you can use regular Mewtwo in Great League. You can't use the Armor Mewtwo, which is a bit closer to, I think Armor Mewtwo is closer to Great League Medicham being Psychic for instead of Side Strike for Medicham, but also both having Dynamic Punch. Now, there's thankfully no Psycho Cut on Armor Mewtwo. That'd be a little too broken, and definitely, would be. Maybe would be balanced right now. Who knows? But definitely, pretty nice. Definitely, really happy to have built the Medicham and have some more use out of it. It's still the beginning of the season. Maybe I'll be able to climb Elo with this team later on. Who knows how it will do. But we also have Togedemaru. Pretty nice electric type. Definitely good resistances. Steel, unfortunately, my opponent makes a nice catch. Dedenne, it is the better electric type, but I wanted to not use Dedenne again. Want to try out different Pokemon. We do hang on just long enough. Now, this isn't a great IV Togedemaru, but we're able to take a shield advantage. We have Shadow Gator. Such a good Pokemon. Ooh, Shiny Venusaur. This is going to be a little awkward. Do we have what it takes to clean up? We should be able to get to Psychic before having to commit to shields. Although overfarming energy, we retake 1 extra Psycho Cut over the Psychic. We do kaboom. Goodbye, Venusaur. The Dedenne comes in. Can we get to the move in time? Oh, they're going to have back-to-back moves. Do we have what it takes somehow? Oh, no, I lose Charge Act priority against the Dedenne. I should have no-shielded the Medicham. Then I think I could have won. Maybe. Close battle, though. Just Dedenne is such an annoying electric type. Such a great Pikachu clone. But right now we have Shadow Drapion. They're going to go for the neutral Dynamic Punch. No, Aqua Tail. Before we went for a Dynamic Punch, he made a nice catch. I do have the Dynamic Punch caught quite a few times in these battles. Just how it goes. Togedemaru, we're going to full send. Wild Charge to say goodbye, even though we do get ourselves debuffed. Honestly, it's fine. I should have gone for another Wild Charge. Definitely would have done more damage, even though they are ground type. This double water backline is actually pretty annoying for us. Though we have what it takes to take out the Gastrodon. The Gastrodon definitely a pretty tanky Pokemon. And both side pressure is a lot. To shield or not to shield? I do not shield the Crunch. Can I farm down with Shadow Claw? Oh no, they barely hang on. Just good enough IVs. We have to shield though. Ooh, they have a shield. Can we get to one more move after this? No, we cannot. It did just a bit too much damage. Okay, it's just how it goes. Cloud's Eye lead. This is a nice lead. It's actually pretty neutral, but we do have a nice chance. Are they going to expect me to be throwing out the ice punches? I should be pacing to moves before them. And I land the Psychic. Very nice. They're going to get to the next move in time, but I think I can survive. Going to go and take the KO or a shield advantage. I do not mind either. I don't have much HP. I'm going to let the Medicham go down this time. And line Togedemaru move for a nice matchup. Going to respect the Shadow Ball full send. It is a surf. Dang nabbit. I could either take both shields or KO. I would definitely love to take the KO here, but I do take both shields. Going to bring in Gator, and I'm going to get met with an electric type, and the Hydro Cannon is going to kaboom the Dedenne. They can... Ooh, actually, no, I trust in my Togedemaru. Is this the right call? I'm going to hope I can survive the Parabolic Charge. Yes, I can. Wait, is this back-to-back moves? It is, thankfully, back-to-back moves. Oh, my gosh. I wasn't sure if I had actually gotten back-to-back moves, but Dedenne, with its attack boosting, not enough to keep it around. Take the win. Ooh, terrible lead. Actually, real annoying Pokemon to deal with two Pokemon on the team. But I did get to Psychic first. Definitely let me know what Pokemon you're trying out in Great League. We should about to have Ultra League by the time you're seeing this video. Good chance last day of Great League or first day of Ultra. But dang it, it's like 2 HP energy for the Dusknoir. They only get to one move though with that Dynamic Punch, but I definitely, I don't think they had back-to-back Shadow Punches. Able to take a shield from the Venusaur, the Shadow Venusaur, definitely a problem. We have a great resistance to them in the Togedemaru. Frenzy Plant, huge damage, even resisted. Oh no, they make a catch. No. Ooh, I needed to throw that Wild Charge for the KO. Ugh, that's so bad. They no-shielded the Wild Charge. I'm not sure if I had a win, if I did play correctly. Definitely our best chance, yeah. Another tough lead to Talonflame. Although a little safer. I bring in Shadow. Gator, they don't want to throw any of the energy just yet. They're going to bring in Credilli, and I will actually get to 2 moves before them. Is there a Slowpoke? That's definitely a good move. Should try it out with my Shadow. Shield the Rock Tomb, then go for the Hydro Cannon ASAP. To shield? Oh, they're not going to shield. Nice. We found a Greninja, and then the return of Talonflame. I had the Psychic, but thankfully Dynamic Punch is still enough for the KO. And actually going for Dynamic Punch was huge, allowing me to get to the next one to take the shield. I'm going to bring in Shadow Gator to absorb the energy because I trust Togedemaru can survive a move and one-shot the Greninja. Although maybe I know risk needed, but I do know for next time I can safely survive. And goodbye, Greninja. When I saw the Pokemon go down to red HP, I was like, oh no, that could be bad. It could be bad, but it did not go bad. The Dedenne comes in. Yeah, Dedenne definitely a problem for the team. Definitely important to have Mud Slappers in the Go Battle League. I'm not sure if Credilli wins. Credilli wins the matchup into Morpeko, but I'm not sure if it wins into Dedenne. Parabolic Charge does take us out. Can I 2-shield farm down with Shadow Claw? Do I need to throw Hydro Cannon spam? They're going to bring in Credilli, though. That is going to help me out a lot. And if they threw a move on Charge Act Priority and lost, then I would have been in a tough spot. But instead, I can just bring in Medicham, take them out. Ooh, they have Jellicent. Ooh, this is bad. This looks like it's actually going to be a very meta team. Very good team. Maybe, definitely, I'm sure some players could definitely get Legend with this team for the season. Maybe my first Great League Legend team, who knows? Expert, maybe. I could definitely see myself getting Veteran with this team. It looks real nice. Jellicent definitely looks real good. Dedenne, I mean, it looks fantastic this season. But right now, Jellicent does kaboom the Gator for the win. Definitely going to be interesting seeing who is better, Morpeko or Dedenne this season. Dedenne, it just looks so good. But right now, Dynamic Punch kabooms the Diggersby, huge damage. Getting them down to red health before us even taking a move. The next Dynamic Punch, does it land or does it take a shield? It lands for the KO. Lapras comes in. We're going to go for another one. Surely they have to shield at this point. Yeah, they do shield. They bring in Jump Pluff. Going to bring in Togedemaru. All Charge can do so much damage, but we do have to debuff ourselves, which is a fair trade-off. We have back-to-back moves. We 2-shot them with Wild Charge, even though it's neutral. But that's the power of this move. Yeah, easy 2-shot. Do they commit a shield? I imagine there's a good chance they do. They do. We bring in Medicham. We do not get to the Psychic in time for the Aerial Ace. But they're going to bring in Lapras. We have back-to-back moves. Did they reach a move in time? One, and oh no, they did reach a move just barely in the nick of time to take our shield away from us. Actually, that was Charge Act Priority. But even down shield, we can just clean up with the Shadow Gator. They did not get to Energy Ball in time, so we get that win. Very nice win. And Shadow Swampert, this is a pretty OG matchup. Medicham v Shadow Swampert. My opponent makes an amazing catch. Dynamic Punch into the Drifblim. Shadow Drifblim is then met with a Togedemaru. I don't mind debuffing myself to get their shield. Ooh, I cannot get to 2 moves with committing that full send immediately. It's fine. Can I Shadow Claw down before the next move? They Shadow Ball, so it does allow me to get to the next move. They can bring in the Swampert. Oh, they go for the Hydro Cannon. I guess it is Stab. I'm not sure. Maybe they're not running Sludge. I mean, Hydro Cannon even resists a lot of damage, especially Shadow on Shadow. Starters. They're going to bring in Drapion. They don't want to take the Dynamic Punch into Swampert. 1. And we're going to have no shields. 1 punch, and then we're going to be 1 shy of 2 punches in a row. A KO, I was almost expecting them to swap instantly. Throw the move instantly, and I was going to swap, but did not need to do that. Thankfully, I did not, because Dynamic Punch put them in range of the Shadow Claw. Ooh, this is another vintage matchup. When this was a pretty popular matchup, it was definitely favorable for the Nidoqueen, Shadow Nidoqueen. I guess this is a non-Shadow instead of Shadow Nidoqueen. My opponent makes a great catch. They may be a fighting type, but they're Dark type also. If I had gone for the Dynamic Punch, that would have been huge damage, unfortunately. They make a great catch. I do take the last shield after sacrificing the electric steel mouse. I shield a Thunder Punch, and then I do reach Hydro Cannon in time to say goodbye. Shielded for Alligator. Does it have what it takes? Does it have what it takes to get the win? We are gonna get to the next move ASAP. It is a Swampert. Oh man, this is a pretty old school team. We're gonna make a swap, and we're gonna catch the Hydro Cannon. Can we farm down the Swampert? Yes, we can. We gotta move for the Nidoqueen to go down, down, and down. Goodbye. Definitely a nice team for them. Actually, probably Poison Sting Nidoqueen. I forgot about that. I have to try that out. Dynamic Punch into the Fortress. It's going to do some decent damage. Not able to get them under half health, but a couple extra Psychic Cuts was. I definitely should have read that there was a biggest fire weakness as you can have in the lead. Almost surely 2 water types in the back, so Togedemaru would be pretty useful. I mean, I do shield the Rock Tomb, which is pretty nice. Bug Bites are adding up. Gonna take the last shield. I should have thrown the False Stinger. But I'm gonna bring in my for Alligator. They're gonna bring in theirs. They're gonna throw the move in time, which I'm actually surprised. I'm a little surprised how they were able to. Was that 1-turn lag, maybe? Actually, no, I don't think it was, but we're going to have a whole Toxapex to deal with, and we can deal super effective damage, but this tank is too tanky, and they are going to be cleaning me up. Have a resistive Vine, but we're just not going to be able to do the damage. I should have seen how much damage I can do, but I don't think I could have taken down the Fortress with the red HP Gator. I don't think I could have even taken out the Toxapex. Get a nice lead into Shadow Scizor. We're in a pretty good spot. Able to launch super effective Dynamic Punches, and it's a lot more damage into this Steel Bug than Fortress. We shield up the United Slash, but then we don't shield the second one. And it does land, but it only gets us down to red HP. Not enough with KO. Next one takes the last shield. And now we're going to recognize, okay, good chance water in the back. I mean, one water type does make a great catch. But we do have a shielded Togedemaru, which can put in some good work. I mean, Shadow Claw is going to add up into the Zumbo. We're actually going to hang on from the play rough. The next bubble, not enough. And instead of getting all the bubbles on Hydro Cannon, we need a farm down. And we get that perfect farm down. We leave with the Wild Charge. We see a Shadow Annihilate. We go full send, Wild Charge, 2-Boom, 1-hit KO the Annihilate. And then we bring in Medicham to reset the debuff. And we get to the next Wild Charge, and goodbye. That's a huge sweep. An amazing Thundershock farm down of Azumarill, and then 2 Wild Charges. Not throw back to back, but it was great. Beautiful lead into Digsby, but this is a great player. And I should have just swapped into Gator. I should have just swapped. Shadow Claw damage would have done so much. And if they would have brought back the Digsby, well then, Hydro Cannon spam into the Digsby is real nice. I'm not sure how good the IVs on the Annihilate are, but they're able to counter me down as I Shadow Claw them down with that attack boost. Definitely should have swapped and won that matchup. What does this damage Medicham have against, how much juice does it have left for the Digsby? Oh wait, they bring in Galarian Zapdos counter user into my Steel. Yeah, no chance. Well played. Good job on them. I mean, that was terrible play by me. I should have just swapped. Probably could have won with a decent level. Just because RPSing my opponent. But oh well. Hope you enjoyed the battles. Medicham kind of like a mini Great League Mewtwo. More like Armor Mewtwo than regular. Gotten Psychic instead of Side Strike, but it does have Dynamic Punch instead of regular Mewtwo's Focus Blast. Also being a fighting type, definitely extra damage with that stat. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go battling videos and other Pokemon Go content. And goodbye.